the Jordan coach of the Virginia Vikings. Welcome to Week 7, the final week of the VBLS VGC Draft League. This week I'm against Kremaz Togekisses, S-tier name, I love it, coached by Sukaba. Sukaba went all in on drafting 7 top tiers. They went super top heavy with mons that are stronger than mine, faster than mine, and just overall better on average, but there are only 7 of them, and so I can plan my best to beat them as hard as possible, and we might be able to clutch this one out. You never know. But I will say after last week's loss, we're looking very unlikely to make playoffs. So this is potentially my last analysis as a VBLS coach, but my commitment to myself and to anyone watching is that I always try my best. So let's dig deep one more time, shall we? So if you look at my mons, they're a little bit different than usual. They're usually the red and purple theme, the Team Fuchsia, but all of their shinies for some reason are like this goldish color. So we're Team Gold this week, and this is what you need to know about Team Gold.
Alpha Team, you search uptown. Gold Team searches downtown. Any questions?
Gold Team rules.
Now.
Gold Team rules. So, Sukaba's team, as I alluded to, is faster. Every single week, I have fought a mon with at least 110 speed, and my fastest mon is 108. So that's a bit of a challenge. I think Gengar is coming every night of the week. But I'm going to set the Trick Room. I'm going to reverse speeds, and my unlikely hero to do that is Execute. A 3-point mon with terrible stats, but I will be able to set a Trick Room with it a lot of the time. I mean, you see Sukaba's team is all up here in the speed department. His slowest mon are these two, the Ditto and Machamp, and then I have some slow mons, but outflanking them even farther, the slowest mon on either side of the field is Eggs. And Eggs, if I can get that Trick Room, then I can go first in Trick Room. And what am I going to do? I'm going to swagger the Licky Licky, the hero of this league. It gets double attack when you swagger it. It does not suffer the downsides of getting confused. So pretty good. How am I going to get that Trick Room? Because if they double into Execute, then it's just going to die, right? It's not taking 2 hits. It will take it 1 hit all of the time because of the Focus Sash allows it to live on 1 health. But how am I going to get this Trick Room off? Well, Sableye. Sableye, team leader, wonderful mon, and it quashes. I learned this interaction, or the details of this interaction, in week 2 of this season. Even if they were to have higher priority than your mon, then as long as Sableye goes first, they go last when you quash them. So even Trick Room, which always goes last, doesn't go last. So if I quash and tank the 1 hit, Execute sets Trick Room in all cases, period. As long as they don't taunt me, as long as I pick the right mon to quash, and as long as Gengar doesn't reset Trick Room in the same turn. So basically, that's the only exceptions. I should be able to get the Trick Room, and I'm probably going to lose 1 to 2 mons just right away at the cost of that Trick Room, but that's okay, because either of these two have swagger, and so the Licky Licky can get going with these swagger boosts. So Gengar, we have a tentatively okay matchup into the Gengar, who's the scariest mon into my team. I live the strongest possible Gengar attack into Sableye, even with the choice specs. And I do get that 1-hit KO with the knockoff, even without a lot of investment, onto a no-bulk Gengar. So it might be Focus Sash, it might have bulk, it's fine. Just in the worst case scenario, Sableye can do damage and can knock off an item, which is always useful. So I do live the strongest Togekiss attack, which is also very helpful. This is the only fairy move that Sukaba's got, with the exception of Gengar, Dazzling Gleam, which isn't even as strong, it's just Shadow Ball. So, what else can Eggs do? It can set a Reflect, which will really help my physical bulk out, and then a Psychic. It has 1 good matchup into, once again, the Gengar. It potentially does OHKO a Gengar, so that's kind of cool. But the star of the show, what is all this effort from these two for? It is for the Licky Licky, because Licky Licky is an amazing Pokemon with a ton of defense and abilities to scale its offense, and that's basically what you need. So from the get-go, just breathes on the Butterfree, and the Butterfree dies. That's a good start. After a Swagger boost, I get double attack, so +2. And I'm able to OHKO a Gengar. That's pretty good, even a bulky Gengar. With a Zen Headbutt, I'm able to OHKO a Machamp. Even a bulky Machamp with Zen Headbutt, so that's pretty good. and I do live the strongest. Well, so turn 1, I set the Trick Room, and turn 2, I swap either Execute or Sableye, whoever's left, into Licky Licky, and then simultaneously swagger that slot. Both of them resist or are immune to fighting moves, so I don't see Machamp throwing out the fighting move into that slot. So this is the worst the Machamp can do that turn. So I'll take maybe half, I'll lose my leftovers, wouldn't be great. But the point is, I swap into Licky Licky and Swagger, and then I swagger it again. So with that triple attack, that's what I need to OHKO the Machamp. And I think if all of that works out as I expect it to, then we're in position to beat the main thing that would beat this Licky Licky. That Machamp is a big problem. It's their main Trick Room Mon. And so if I can get rid of Machamp, I'm doing a lot better. So you see, Licky Licky's calcs were really good, and then they start to get a little less good when you look at some of his monsters that have just better stats than mine. The Togekiss, I double myself, and then I'm still 2-hit KOing the Togekiss. Like, I am almost always 2-hit KOing the Togekiss, and I'm doing spread damage onto both of them, so it's still pretty good, but it's not a 1-hit KO, not until I'm at +6, 3 swaggers. And the good news is that Togekiss can't hit Licky Licky terribly hard back. I'm going nearly max special defense, so even if it's like crit kiss, like it would take 3 critical hits to get through Licky Licky here, and then I still do have leftovers. So the challenge is when we get to Garchomp, like where I just need to go for these normal type moves, and that's the best I can really do. I need 3 swaggers to beat a Garchomp. I need three swaggers, and I might still not even OHKO that Melodic. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna go Absolute, Final Form, Giga Impact. Giga Impact is the move that requires you to do nothing the turn after you use it, but it's an all or nothing play here. If I can get that OHKO that I otherwise wouldn't be able to get, then I would just die. I would die to a Garchomp if I can't get that off. So let's go for it. Let's go for it all in our final week here. So after just 1 swagger, I potentially OHKO that Melodic. It would need a lot of bulk to survive. After 2 swaggers, I'm definitely OHKOing the Togekiss, and potentially 1, but even max bulk here, I'm doing okay. 1 swagger, I potentially beat the Garchomp. 2 swaggers, definitely. 2 swaggers plus Giga Impact is a delete on the Garchomp. The idea being, if I can get rid of the main threat, then I should be able to survive the extra turn. Or maybe the damage will have just been done, and then I should be far enough ahead. That is the hope. But if I can use Rock Sliders and Headbutt, they're both very good into Tsukaba's team, so that'll be the plan A. So Mime is great. Mime is one of my best mons. I normally use this little box to highlight something that's particularly important, but everything about Mr. Mime is good. Everything. It's got Fake Out, best move of the game. It's got Wide Guard, very important for beating Garchomp Earthquakes and Togekiss Dazzling Gleams. He cannot hit the Sableye with the Dazzling Gleam because that's his only fairy move, and it's a spread move, so Wide Guard covers that. Icy Wind and Psychic hit 5 of his 7 mons super effectively, and Icy Wind also fills that speed control role while hitting Garchomp quadruply effectively. So I have a tentatively good matchup, Gengar versus Mr. Mime, which is crazy, right? Top tier versus Mon that's not assumed to be a top tier, but is a top tier in my heart. This is the strongest Gengar hit, not with a boosting item, but if it has a boosting item, tough luck. But I do live the Sludge Bomb, and then that is an OHKO in return with Expert Belt Psychic, so yeah, maybe. I do live the strongest priority move that Tsukaba's got, which is Bullet Punch, so that's good. And then I do good damage into the Machamp. It's not a 1-hit KO, I can't quite get that far, but I wanted to get the max speed to be able to, outspeed a lot of his mons in these middle here. And then, it's within range that Machamp might kill itself due to its burn damage, or Fake Out plus might be enough, so that's a really good calc. I'm okay with not guaranteed 1-hit KOing that. Bismagius, the biggest disappointment of my whole team. It is so bad. I really learned that there's the big difference between 105 as a stat and 130, right? The fastest mons are like 130 speed. The most powerful mons are 130 plus in attack. Mismagius has 105 in both, and it just so frequently falls short. So it's slower than Gengar at 110. It cannot get this Oko all of the time. If Gengar's got bulk, then it just, even though it's stab super effective, just not going to get the Oko. Gengar, I EV'd it to survive if it doesn't have a boosting item or doesn't go modest, which I think is likely. He likely has to go max speed Gengar to outspeed my fastest mons here, but it's a tentatively good matchup against Gengar. I use that Choice Scarf, so with the assistance of the item, Mismagius is going very fast, way faster than his fastest mon, faster than some of his mons under Tailwind. So I should be able to go fast. It's just whether I can get the Okos here. Mismagius just doesn't, right? I could have given it 15% higher attack if I maxed it out, but it doesn't really change the fact that it's not even getting a 2-hit KO some of the time on Togekiss. It's never getting a 1-hit KO. It can't even 1-hit KO the Butterfree. What are you doing, Mismagius? This is it's not even a 3-hit KO on Garchomp. I know Dazzling Gleam's a spread move, and it's not as strong, but Mismagius doesn't have the juice. It's a mon that's very cool looking, and so you expect it to be a high tier, but in reality it's a middle tier that just frequently falls short. It's kind of a crucial member of my team. Theoretically, when I was drafting it, the Levitate's important, the coverage moves are important, the speed. So I'm still using it, right? I'm not going to be using my Seeking every week, but lastly, the Infernape. So Infernape is a lot more versatile. It's just it's Mismagius, but just a little bit better and a little bit more versatile. So it gets those 2-hit KOs like it's its job. With excellent coverage here, Thunder Punch with Iron Fist, just reliably getting these 2-hit KOs on Milotic, on Togekiss with Thunder Punch, on even a Gengar with just a random Thunder Punch. And then Close Combat is my move for the bulky mons that I should be able to 2-hit KO them. So you notice that I have a 2-hit KO on everything and a 1-hit KO on nothing except for Moltres and Butterfree with the Rock Slide. But that's where Swagger comes in. I used Swagger because Licky Licky is immune to the downside of Swagger, which is that it confuses you. But Infernape can ignore the downside of Swagger with a Lumberry, and Lumberry also helps me not get put to sleep by Butterfree, yawned by Togekiss, something like that. But with that Swagger, all of these 2-hit KOs become 1-hit KOs, which is an enormous difference, right? That could make the game. So, Gold Team rules. Infernape's good. Licky, Mime, and Sableye, all top tier. And maybe Egg gets to do something. Stay tuned. There is Sukaba. Let's do this. Gold Team. Let's look at Gold Team one last time. It's beautiful. It's gold. Okay. No Ditto, and no Milotic. Okay. This is fine. I mean, Gengar's here, but it's fine. So we're gonna do the strat, right? I'll just think about lack of Ditto means he can't copy the Licky Licky boost, which would have been awkward. Lack of Milotic doesn't really change the game plan in any particular direction. I do like Infernape as my number 4. Play outside of Trick Room, have Fake Out, hit all of his mons super effectively, except Garchomp and Machamp. Hit these 4 super effective. No, never mind. Whatever. Hit these 3 super effectively with Thunder Punch. Anyway, we're gonna do Sableye, Execute, Licky Licky, Infernape. Good luck, have fun, Sukaba. Come on, no Gengar lead. No Gengar lead. I think I probably quash Butterfree if Butterfree's the lead, because it could Air Slash flinch me. That is theoretically possible. I could stop Trick Room via a flinch. After that, my priority is, I guess, Garchomp, because of a potential Rock Slide flinch, maybe. I think you see my team and you usually lead Gengar. But there are plenty of options. Gengar, Togekiss. Oh no, I can't quash Gengar! But if they go for follow me, then they can't throw through 2 attacks into execute. So I quashed the Gengar, and I set Trick Room. So they could follow me, taunt, execute, but I would rather taunt Sableye. And most of the time, I looked at all the flowchart, and most of the time, I get Trick Room here. But let's see if Sukaba has the exception. Quash. Oh, we crit. I survived that without the crit. Yeah! We covered for taunt. Now, however, I can't swagger, so this is very bad. This is very bad. I'm gonna have to try to just get through. So I'm gonna Rock Slide and Psychic. This should get through even a Sash Gengar. In case of Follow Me, it's not great, but it's not the worst thing that's ever happened. Damn, Licky needs boosts. That was good, that was helpful. So, is he taunted for 1 more turn or 2? It's 3 turns if they act before. Okay, so there's 2 more turns. I need to survive this. I think they're gonna follow me and then go for the KO on execute, as they should. Oh, baby! Execute with a KO! Give me a flinch. No flinch. Alright, so this is real bad, because I got nothing on Licky with either of my Swaggerers. So I go for Protect, Send Headbutt. Or sorry, Fake Out, Send Headbutt. How much we doing? Not enough. Oh my god. I have to Protect and go for a Close Combat. So it's Close Combat, even if it's quad resisted. This is, I think, the key turn. So he can go for the thing. Gengar Togekiss into Machamp. I've got time. Let's use the time. No need to stress. But yeah, Zen Headbutt. Yeah, I needed triple, right? It did 1/3, so that's not enough. But how much are we doing with Infernape? Because if he hits my close combat into Protect, 1 Infernape plus the Licky, unless we're on last turn of Trick Room. Oh my god, we're on last turn of Trick Room. So I cannot. I have to go for it. And then I lose Licky, unless he flinches off 20%. This is a KO. Machamp versus Infernape to Machamp. This is a KO. Protect, Close Combat. And I'm still in bad shape, but I think this is my only out. Wow. Alright, well, GG. Okay. Alright. Could have been. I'm gonna try it again, game 3, if I win game 2, but we're gonna try aggressive for game 2. Mismagius Mime. Into Infernape and Sableye. Now Togekiss, Gengar is the perfect lead for him, and it's good against this duo too. So well played by Sukaba. Yep. So the speed is good. So what did they go for off Togekiss? Dazzling Gleam or Air Slash? I can block Dazzling Gleam, but I can just block Togekiss from doing anything. So, what did I see on Gengar? I just saw a taunt. Now, if it's got Sash, I lose. If it doesn't have Sash, then I win. That's the situation here. Let's re-look at our calc. Mismagius. Guaranteed KO on No Bulk Gengar. And it was fast. Let's confirm that it was fast. Oh, and if it was max speed, if it doesn't have Modest, then I definitely live too. So this is actually a good turn for me. Is there anything to look up here? Gengar's speed. Gengar. Unclear. As in, there wasn't any like checks to make sure that when Gengar was next to Garchomp to see if it was max speed. But this is fine. KO, KO, KO! Sash. Damn. Oh well, I shouldn't get O-Code back. Bulk investment pays off. So I Icy Wind for the KO here, and then I just try to preserve Mismagius for next time. Gengar. So I can look at 15% and then just assume Gengar is 252 based on that. I'll have full tryharding on the last week when I'm out of playoffs. This is how we do. Gengar. It is probably not, because it did 85, so it either got a low roll or it's not full HP offense investment, which is kind of cool. But let's see how it does against Infernape. I live the hit. I don't know if I live follow-up. So do I just go for the damage? So he's gonna get the KO with Gengar. But this is my chance to get some free damage, so... Did he show Protect on Gengar? He just showed a Taunt. This is, I think, the safe play. Well, he hasn't checked in either. I don't really need Mismagius, right? I don't necessarily need Mismagius. Garchomp's gonna be really tough for the guys in the back, but if Mr. Mime can stay alive and Icy Wind, then good. Okay. I do have, what do you call it? Wide Guard that I can't use anymore. Oh, Dazzling Gleam Earthquake, that would ended up being pretty good. Alright, so, Shadow Ball to 31. So this is what they call a bad turn for me. I think I might swap out Mr. Mime to get access to Icy Wind and Fake Out once more. Hope Sableye can live these hits. Well, it's probably a Dazzling Gleam is the thing. So whatever I switch into dies. But it's worth it to get the Fake Out again. So we saw Protect on Togekiss. I don't know anything about Garchomp yet. Maybe they go for Rock Slide. Who knows? Jeez, you're so bad! Dazzling Gleam? Yeah, what the hell. Alright, so we have to go for the big Wide Guard play here. But I do get to Fake Out Icy Wind, which is better than nothing. So if Gengar doesn't, or if Garchomp doesn't protect, then I get to Fake Out. So Icy Wind allows Infernape to go first, which is, I think, more important. Come on, Dazzling Gleam, please no crits. Please no crits. Oh, jeez. Okay. So this, unless they redirect, is an Oko onto Machamp. Not 100% over yet. I'm going before Machamp. I don't know why they would follow me when they can just throw attacks out, right? Right? not over. That was good. That was a very smart move. Wow, it's got bulk. All right. Good games to Sakaba. Sakaba played great. Well, I guess I can't say getting a Curse Body proc was skill, but the taunt was skill. The taunt was definitely skill. Yeah, this is standard stuff. We have the no guard Machamp. Yep, but taunt on Gengar is a good move into my team. So I have plenty to talk about my team. My team was not bad, right? I could have played better, and that's why this season is not going into playoffs. But there are, I think, some still helpful ideas, things that did go well on this team that maybe I'll do a review if you comment that you want one. I'm gonna probably do some coverage for the playoffs because this is a really exciting season with a lot of good coaches. See you in High Roller. Peace.